to a brand new episode here on Carmelin's Farm. So as you know from the last episode, we left it off that the rape was ready to go. We just finished the sunflowers, and I just started baling it. So what I'm going to do is combine the headlands off this rape, and then set courseplay up, and then let courseplay do the combining and do the carting, and we'll just keep emptying the cart as and when it's full. I might even put a couple of I'd like to get another trailer and put a couple in the field, just so as I can get on with other stuff while these are harvesting. But for now, at least, we've got and I wouldn't mind probably a slightly bigger trailer as well for them. As I say, just to try and help things along a little bit. But there looks to be a very good crop of rape in here, and we're we're going to do very well, because we've obviously did the sunflowers for the oil. The rape will also go for oil as well, so that should hopefully bring quite a bit of money in, and it will mean that we're starting to become self-sufficient after about 10 years of playing this map. We're now starting to be self-sufficient, but yeah, so it's going to be a lot better for us. As I say, because we won't need to rely on keep doing grass all the time. But yeah, as I say, it's coming along, this map, very slowly but surely. It's starting to come along, and only doing sort of 2 episodes a week, and it means that it takes a little bit of time, because if I was sort of kind of not doing this as part of the challenge, and I think from what I can see that the challenge has sort of kindly or largely fizzled out. There doesn't seem to be many videos now popping up in my feed of people doing it, but I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair, and it's one of those nice little relaxers, not only for sort of myself but also as well for hopefully for you guys too. So I mean, for the foreseeable future, we'll do it. I mean, it might get to the point where I might just say, do you know what, like, we did the challenge, that was what we did at, say, I don't know, £10 million or whatever, and then I might just turn it over to, we'll just farm it and play it normally, sort of thing. I don't know, but I mean, it could even get dropped as well, because there are a lot of things coming on the channel, over the next sort of few weeks to month or so. I'm going to be doing a series on the oaks. I've got the farm manager series. When I can, I'm having a little bit of issue with that map. Well, it's not really the map as such. It's the way that I want that series to go, and I'm just having one or two little what can I say, sort of, it's not quite working out how I want it to work at the moment, but I know the reasons why. I know how to fix it, and I am sort of between sort of doing recording and doing sort of history lessons on 1950s to try and make those videos as interesting as possible while we're farming, doing these videos, and sort of, as I say, other stuff that's going on, other projects that are starting to be started now, as well as me trying to still figure out Discord. I just can't get my head around that, and I bet it's the easiest thing in the world, but at the moment I just can't get my head around it. I just don't get it. For whatever reason, I do kind of what I understand it's asking me to do, and still nothing. So but I will get there eventually, and what I would really, really love, and I keep searching and I keep looking, whether it be online, whether it be somewhere I go or whatever, I would love there to be computer classes for people that want to do YouTube, that want to do gaming YouTube, that want to do Discord, that want to do all of the other great stuff, sort of help with editing and how I can make my videos better, because like literally, my videos are okay, and I watch my videos, and I'm sort of, oh, we're already full, blimey. We really have done good yield this year. I didn't realise we were getting anywhere near full. Yeah, so my videos are good, and I'm quite fussy, and and I'm very self-critical. But my videos are okay, and for me to say that, kind of, sort of in my mind, I'm kind of like, okay, fair enough, because as I said, many times before, I've, tried to become a writer. I can, according to everybody else, I can write really good stories, and really good. I've written a couple of novels. I've never sent them in or anything like that, but I've written, as I say, a couple of novels. I've written a film script. I've written a play script. I've never sent them in, and I should do, really, because everybody else goes, oh, they're really brilliant, but I'm one of these people that kind of think, you're just saying that because A, I'm in front of you. B, you're a friend, or or an acquaintance. I don't really have friends as such, but acquaintances. And I sort of think, that's the only reason why you're saying that. And but I think the problem to that is that I kind of want someone to say they're rubbish because that fits my narrative of how I feel about myself. So um, I think it's more a case of that than anything else. But I don't know. But anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting on about that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get this combined, get that one over there baled, the sunflower one. Then we'll get it mulched. We'll get this baled. We'll get this mulched. We'll get all of the rape and all of the sunflowers into the oil mill. If we haven't got an oil mill, we'll get an oil mill, but I think we have got one. And we'll get all of the crops into there and get that producing. We've got textiles being produced at the moment, so we're soon going to have to figure out, if I haven't done already, where to sell them, if I haven't sold them already. But so they're looking good. So things are looking, as I say, really up for this save. And as I say, I'm going to switch over now to a little bit of time lapse, and I'll meet you towards the end or halfway through or whenever I have sort of something significant to say. That is kind of one of the reasons why I do sort of long periods of time lapses, is because sometimes it's hard to know what to talk about. Sometimes I've got stuff to talk about, but I kind of then think, do you guys get fed up of me just yakking on for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages? So it's trying to find that balance. And the thing is with the time lapse, say when I am struggling to think of things to say or to talk about, because I think the problem is that you end up repeating yourself if you sort of try and do it too much, and so therefore that's why I do the time lapses. But anyway, I'm going to flick myself over to some time lapse, and at some point I'll cut back in when I've got something worthwhile saying, and we'll have a chat again. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now. And I'm back. So the combining here eventually went well. I seriously don't know what happened at the beginning of all of it because, as I say, firstly the tractor and trailer followed me, as you saw, down to the other field where I was going to go. Well, I was baling there at the time, and then for whatever reason the tractor and trailer came and sat on the end of the field, and then it was a bit of a bit annoying in the end. I got to be honest, it was a bit frustrating because I couldn't work out why the tractor and trailer driver wouldn't pick up the combine. It was only a few yards from him, but anyway, eventually we got it sorted, and I've just realised you can actually get them to drive to the bit where you want them to tip it as well, which is amazing. So it meant that in the end, had the field been big enough, I wouldn't have had to have got involved at all. I thought I was going to have to drive the full trailer back to the thing, tip it, and then drive it back to the field, and then click play again. But no, I clicked on a button that I thought was going to help me get the tractor and trailer driver set up, and it turned out I could select where he tipped it, which was a big help. So, as I say, next episode we're going to crack on with getting this baled, and then we've also got this to mulch and plough and then destone. We're going to destone the other one that we've done today. I don't know whether the other one needs doing before we drill it, but we'll have a look in there. And then, as I say, we're going to get these all done, ploughed, destoned, and everything like that, and then cultivated. And then we're going to get the drilling behind. So we'll have 3 fields coming along. I'm half tempted to wait until I drill, until I do that wheat field, and then do all drilling together. Just so as it does make life a bit easier, but yeah, as I say, it's not, it's been a frustrating episode in terms of the combine and the tractor and trailer. We could have done so much more today, and in the end we've sort of only really combined the field and mulched a field and then ploughed it, and as I say, and then what I want to do is I want to destone it as well. Typical that they want to stop roughly where I want to be, but that might not interfere with me actually. It doesn't this time around, but it will do next time. Whoop, it did interfere. Darn it. Yeah, so as I say, we'll end the episode here. Just incidentally, very quickly, I want to show you something. I want to show you how much of a volley I truly am. So, got that field over there baled, thought it needs mulching. I mustn't forget to mulch it. I thought I want to get me yield bonus, Mustn't forget to mulch it. I thought, now I've got a mulcher, that's no problem. And then I drove down here thinking, I'm sure it's in that shed with all the other stuff that we've started to put in there. I thought, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's in there. I know it is. Look, I'm the farmer. I know where I put my equipment. And I drove along and I had a quick look like this. I got to about here roughly, probably about here. I looked all the way along. No, couldn't see one. I thought, darn it. I either must have hired it to see whether my tractors would pull it, or I've accidentally sold it for whatever reason. I thought, not a problem, I'll go and get one. So you saw me get one. You saw me get this one. Now, I did hire this one first. I did take it across the road. I did lower it on the floor. And I did make sure my tractor could pull it, because it's quite a wide mulcher. I thought, that's fantastic. And I came back to the shed after I'd been mulching. Did a brilliant job. You all saw it. You can't deny it. You all saw it. I did a brilliant job. And I dropped it off. And I looked over there. And there's me bloody mulcher. And I'm like, how the hell did I miss that? It's black and orange. You'd think someone with ginger hair was more than capable of spotting an orange thing at more than, 500 yards. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know what happened. I mean, those bales, I've not missed them. I don't know why. So now I've got two mulchers, which, I could get rid of it, but I'm not going to, because if we do get a few fields that do start coming together, there's two of us that can be out in the fields. So, yeah, a bit of a wally. But no one saw it. Yet again, you're all good. And we, I literally am only pointing it out for scientific reasons. Otherwise, I just wouldn't mention it because no one noticed. No one else saw what I had done and thought he is one blooming ginger wally, isn't he? But anyway, yeah, so I missed it. But as I say, that's where I'm going to leave this episode. Thanks ever so much to everyone that has subscribed and helped me hit my targets for July. Don't forget, we've got a new target now for the 1st of August, which is 450 subscribers. I need 20 more of you, and we're there. So if you could find it within yourselves, just to please press that little black button at the bottom, just above, I think it's just below the description. That would help me out tremendously. It would help you out as well, because then you're guaranteed to not miss a video every time I drop one. And I drop one every day at 3 p.m. So that would be fantastic. Anyway, all that's left for me to say is thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. I've really enjoyed having your company, and I really hope to see you again next time. Bye for now.